clock controls. Court clock controls, right?
That's right.
Court clock controls. Ready. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tuesday, August 5th, 2025 City Council meeting. Welcome. The first item on our agenda is the invocation and our Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by our City Attorney, Mr. Tom Trask. Please rise.
Our Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, your wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of this community. Fill us with your grace as we make decisions that might affect the residents of the city of Oldsmar, and continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish is for the betterment of the city of Oldsmar. In this we pray. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Tom. The next item on our agenda is our citizens' open forum. Anyone who's wishing to address the council can fill out a green card in the back or come on up to the podium. I don't have any green cards this evening, so if anybody on this side of the room wishes to address the council, please be sure to give us your name and address for the record. Okay, anyone on this side of the room wishes to address the council? Well, hello, young lady. Please come forward. This is a familiar face. Go ahead and bring it.
Just one. This one. All right. Amber Stevens, 318 Lafayette Boulevard. Good evening. First, I wanted to tell the mayor, congratulations on winning Life is the Donation PB&G Challenge.
Thank you. Clap. The city won. That city won. Thank you.
It was so much fun making the dance videos with you, and hope more of you can come help next year so we can have some dance-offs. You think so too?
Yeah.
Okay. Second, our family completed the Parks and Rec month July calendar and bingo card challenge. Woo!
That was so cool. Yes. I saw the posts.
It was pretty awesome. I actually suggested the idea a while ago, so I'm glad that staff was able to do this year. So I was very excited that they were able to take that and make it even better. I loved all the ideas because they were very simple, engaging, active, and affordable. That's a key word there, affordable. And it made us go to some different parks that we don't usually go to, like Sheffield or Richard Rogers, which, Vice Mayor, I actually almost called you up one night to see if you want to play horse, but it was around 8 o'clock at night,
Sure.
so
I mean,
just...
I would have won, but yeah.
No, you wouldn't have. I destroyed some sixth graders a couple of months ago, so I'll do it to you too.
Sixth grade was a long time ago. But
It was. Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
All right, challenge accepted. But yeah, it helped us build community and create some memories, and some of you were there. Sorry you weren't. Next time.
Yeah.
Well, and some other staff members and family as well. So I
Holly,
just want
What
to.
did you think? What did you think of the calendar?
I was about to give her the mic, so here you go, Miss Holly.
I thought it was fun. My favorite activity was pickleball, and when we went disc golfing, I lost the disc.
That happens. Did you borrow it from the library?
No.
Oh, you guys have disc golf? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. What do you think Stevie liked the best?
Climbing the rope.
I think he liked climbing the rope.
Climbing the rope, yes, at the Fit Zone at Moberly Bayou.
Moberly.
Yeah, very cool. And just to give a little frame of reference for the month of July, which was Parks and Recreation Month, our Parks and Recreation Department put out a calendar with a suggested daily activity at different, I won't call them parks because they were actually Parks and Recreation facilities all throughout the city.
Different activities, something different every day. So.
And different every day, and I am active on Facebook, so I happened to see the near daily. I think there was just one
day we missed because it was my son's birthday, so we didn't do it that day.
That Amber had gone and done each of the activities. She also happens to be the chair of our Parks
That's
and
correct.
Rec board, which makes sense. So that was really cool to see. I'm glad you guys had fun.
Yeah, we did. Do you have anything else you want to say? Or any other questions?
I wanted to do it again in the winter. That way it would be colder because in July it was too hot.
That's a really good point. You know, I bet the folks at the chamber and the Saturday market and all the vendors actually would agree with you about that whole summer, winter thing. It's a little bit melty outside. Well, I'm still glad that you did it even though you were melting.
We went
Still
usually before 10 a.m. and after 4.
There we go.
So help the skin.
Very cool. Good idea.
All right. Well,
thank
thank
you
you.
so much. Thanks, Holly. Anybody else on this side of the room wish to address? Ms. Allison, welcome.
Peggy Allison, 63 Pelican Drive, South Oldsmar. I just want to thank our city council and the mayor and everyone involved with our city. Anytime anything goes out on your all's website, it is fantastic news. I have the website page and Facebook page for Guller Village, and I always post it on that, and then I get tons of response of how do we sign up, especially the evacuation thing. So that was tremendous, even though we're starting it all over again. Some people did not realize we had that started. So anytime whoever puts all that out on the City of Oldsmar government page, it's wonderful news. And I just want to say whoever puts those ideas up and everything else, it's fantastic because I know Guller is just a little small portion of Oldsmar, but those people appreciate everything, even the fertilized ban, everything. We always try to adhere to everything the City of Oldsmar does. But I do have a quick question. I know we have our veteran people here. I've been approached by a business that owns 2 buildings here. Their husband is a veteran. They wanted to know if they could purchase his name on the wall, because they do have businesses in Oldsmar. So that's something I needed to ask for our veterans and I guess the council people, if this is allowed or not.
I am certain we can get those details to you. I
Okay.
know the people. She's over there. Kristen Garcia, our city clerk, can provide an application with the various forms necessary.
Okay, so, yes, because I was approached because you know how I dearly love my veterans and everything. So I said I would find out and let them know because they really would like to get their husband's name on the wall if possible.
Thank you so
And thank you,
much,
and thank you all, even Tom Traskar.
And just in case our communication
Yes.
and marketing department is not watching, I'm sure our city manager will carry that
Yes, thank
kind
you.
compliment to them. Thank you. Anybody else on this side of the room wishing to address the council? Okay. All right. With that, we will close the citizens' open forum, and I will ask our city clerk to tell us about the community minute.
Thank you, Mayor. Citizens Academy, there is still time to apply for the Oldsmar Janice Miller Citizens Academy. Classes run every Thursday, starting September 4th through October 30th, 6 to 8 p.m., open to residents and non-residents ages 14 and over. Registration deadline is Thursday, August 14th, and it is 9 classes, 9 weeks long. Pledge to Evacuate. This important initiative encourages residents to take proactive steps by committing to a well-prepared evacuation plan that includes your residents, property, and family members. And you can find more information at oldsmarstrong.com. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Our next item on the agenda is approval of addition of new agenda items, items 5 and 7. The chair will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. The next item on our agenda is awards and recognition, presentation of the Government Finance Officers Association Triple Crown Award for the fiscal year ended September 30th, 2023. City Manager, will you please tell us more about this lovely award?
I will. I'm going to ask, through delegating that to Cindy Nano, who is going to come up and tell you guys about the awards. But, you know, this is a really big deal for us. So we not only have received 1 acknowledgement for our financial capacity, but 3. And that's why they call it the Triple Crown. And so I'm gonna preempt any acknowledgement that may be in the presentation or that you all know, but the only 3 entities in Pinellas County receives the Triple Crown. So it's the City of Oldsmar, it is the City of St. Pete, and Pinellas County. And that's it. So I'm incredibly proud of it. So thank you all, and with that, sorry, Cindy.
You stole my thunder on that one.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Well, you can say it again, because I
will.
feel
Yes, say it a couple of times. Say it 3 times at least.
Okay, good evening, Mayor, Council. I'm Cindy Neto, Administrative Services Director. Tonight, I am so very, very proud to share that the City of Oldsmar has earned the Triple Crown recognition for fiscal year 2023 from the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada, or GFOA. This milestone places us among a select group of governments throughout the United States and Canada that have been recognized for excellence in financial reporting, budgeting, and transparency. Okay, so what is a GFOA Triple Crown Award? To receive this recognition, an organization must meet GFOA's highest standards in all 3 of their major award programs. The first is the Certificate of Achievement in Excellence in Financial Reporting, or the COA. This award signifies that a government's annual comprehensive financial report has met the highest standards in government accounting and financial reporting. The city has received this prestigious award for 33 consecutive years. The second award is the Popular Annual Financial Reporting Award, or PAFR. This award recognizes governments that effectively communicate complex financial information in a simple, user-friendly report for the general public. The city earned this award on their first attempt. Yay! Okay, finally, the third award is a Distinguished Budget Presentation Award. This award acknowledges governments with outstanding budget documents that clearly outline their financial plans and priorities. The city has received this award for 12 consecutive years, including fiscal year 2024 and 2025. We're being recognized for 2023 because we had to align all the years together. Okay, so why does it matter? The Triple Crown demonstrates that the city's commitment to transparency, accountability, and financial integrity. It helps build public trust and strengthens confidence in our city's stewardship. All 3 of these documents are produced in-house, and it reflects the consistent hard work and professionalism of our staff. Not to brag, well, I do want to brag, but this honor is achieved by only 403 governments across the United States and Canada, just 47 in the state of Florida, and 3 in Pinellas County, the city of St. Pete, Pinellas County, and of course, Oldsmar. So this achievement showcases the professionalism and hard work of our staff. I would like to give special thanks to our team. In no particular order, Amy Ratliff, our accounting administrator, Sandy Winkler, senior accountant, Jordan Lance, management analyst, Sabrina Nappins, management analyst, John Dauphiné, senior management analyst, Garrett Zieloff, assistant administrative services director, and then also Tyler Letts, he's the admin services senior administrative assistant, and Barbara Schulte, the public communications specialist. They weren't able to be here tonight. So, in closing, council, thank you for the support in maintaining the high standards that make this recognition possible. We're proud to bring this achievement to the city of Oldsmar, and we look forward to continuing this tradition of excellence in many years to come. So thank you.
Please, please.
And then everybody brought their awards, so we're going to stand up.
Yes,
and then
please, everybody, come up to the dais so we can get a picture. I'm gonna follow her. Okay, let's. We have so many plaques, everybody can hold one. Yeah, you and the team should be holding these. You and the team. Oh, yes. The team holds the awards. You guys just make us look like we do something. Yes.
You get an award. Yes. You get an award. I've got plenty myself. Anyway. That's right. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay.
That is so cool. Look at all the stats. Ready? Vice Mayor, do you have it there next to you?
What?
2023 budget?
I'm gonna look.
I know you keep it in a handy spot.
Fiscal year 23-24 budget.
So it was the one with the kids' art from the elementary schools, yeah.
Kristen, this is why I keep these things here.
Exactly, for moments just like this.
Some of us don't have as much space at their seat.
You can borrow some space.
For lease?
Well, congratulations to the whole team, and thank you for being here tonight so that we could recognize you, even though you'd probably rather just kind of go home. But it's a really cool honor, and year after year, you know, we don't take it lightly. You guys put so much effort into it, and we're all looking forward to next week when we dig into the operational budget. This time, no, not this time, excuse me, 6 o'clock next week, Tuesday, for our operational budget. All right. The next item on our agenda is our Community Redevelopment Agency. We do not have any items. And then our consent docket, which will be read by our city clerk, Kristen Garcia.
Thank you, Mayor. Item 2, consider approval of minutes of the July 15th, 2025 council meeting. Item 3, consider the proclamation request from the VoLo Foundation to recognize October 6th through 12th, 2025 as Florida Climate Week. Item 4, consider approving agreement for IT consulting services, confidential agenda item. Item 5, award purchase of IT equipment, software, and services to VTech.io based on the same pricing, terms, and conditions as the Omnia Partners Contract Number 01170. Item 6, consider approving work order number 7 to WSP USA Inc. for post-design services for the State Street drainage ditch improvements under General Engineering Services Contract 2023-002 RFQ.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Does anyone wish to pull anything?
No.
I wish to pull item number 3. The chair will entertain a motion to approve items 2, 4, 5, and 6.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 3, consider the proclamation request from the VoLo Foundation to recognize October 6th through 12th, 2025 as Florida Climate Week. This particular item I've been informed was not from any particular council member, you know, encouraging, you know, hey, you know, if you'd like a proclamation. This actually came from a private family foundation, the VoLo Foundation. I did just a little bit of research and I became a little bit uncomfortable with this proclamation as it relates to our city and the connection to our city in particular. And so I just wanted to bring that up for discussion, and that was the reason that I pulled it. So if anyone would care to make a motion, they can do so. Okay, hearing none, I will move on. I'm sorry, did I miss?
No. Was there, do you want to clarify more? I don't know what you,
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Can you explain further what you mean? Which part you became concerned about? I'm sorry, I don't know if I saw the same thing that you saw.
Yes, when I did just a little bit of digging, I found the VoLo Foundation is a foundation that was created by a group in South Florida, a husband and wife that have all kinds of different political interests that I'm not sure align with all of ours. And in the time and age of Doge, I didn't feel that it was appropriate for us to simply put it on the consent agenda and approve it without further discussion. So if somebody wants to make that motion, if they feel comfortable doing so, they can do so, or they can add it to a future agenda. There's certainly time to do that, but that was how I felt about that particular item.
Got it. Okay.
And if there's no motion, it fails, we're not going to move forward on it. So if there's no motion.
Can we add it to the tentative agenda for next week so I can look at it and see what you saw? I mean, I just am curious. I want to do the same research you did, and
You can certainly, when we get to the tentative agenda, you can add it to the tentative agenda if you wish to do so. It wouldn't be for next week, though. It would be for the following
Okay.
meeting.
Would that leave enough time for there to, that's like,
Yes, it's my
a
understanding
timing thing?
they were looking for a
Proclamation's
proclamation
not
related
till
to
October.
October 7th.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
they might, okay. I don't know if I agree with that. I just am trying to have the opportunity to look at it, that's all.
Okay.
And I don't know procedurally the correct way to do that.
So at this point, you can move to postpone it
Okay,
to a date certain, and we could add it to whatever agenda it is if you want to add it to a particular meeting. You can move to table it, you can move to approve it tonight, and then have it voted up or down. Those are some of the options.
what happens if I move to table it? I can look into it, and if I want to bring it up later, I can?
If it's a motion to table, then it's not going to come back. If it's a motion to postpone, it would be to a date certain.
So if you want to have it the next meeting, then it would be motion to postpone until the, August 19th
Okay.
council meeting.
I'd like to make a motion to postpone further discussions until the August 19th city council meeting.
Second.
Huh?
Okay.
The September 2nd? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying.
He's
Oh,
seconding
you're
your motion.
seconding mine. I'm sorry. I thought I got the date wrong.
That's right.
No, the date is the 10th. Yeah.
August 19th.
August 19th is the next council meeting.
Right.
First meeting in September is the 10th. The
Excuse me,
motion
thank you.
on the table is to
So we
postpone
have a
until
motion to
August 19th.
postpone to the August 19th and a second.
Yes, please.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Aye. Motion passes.
Sorry about that. Thank you for.
Not at all.
All right.
Okay. Agenda item number 7. On the City of Oldsmar. We have the appointment of Edward Prince as a regular member to the Veterans Advisory Board. Would you like to handle this item, or would you like me to, Ms. Garcia?
You can, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. There are currently 3 vacancies on our Veterans Advisory Board, 1 regular member position and 2 alternate member position. Edward Prince applied for the regular member vacancy, was interviewed by the board, and was recommended for appointment. He meets the eligibility criteria as a veteran and a resident of Oldsmar. If appointed, his 3-year term would expire on March 1st, 2028. So we'd love to welcome you, sir, to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, my name's Edward Prince. I've been in Oldsmar, live on Dartmouth Avenue. I've been there for about a year and a half now. Served 14 years in the U.S. Army, started in '98 and was medically retired in 2012. I became a member of the VFW here in Oldsmar this year after I found out that we actually had a VFW.
I know some of those guys.
Yeah,
Decent
so-
people.
So it's pretty great. I like their plan that they have. You know, it's not just another bar. That's what we say there. So I actually love it there. That we actually are trying to help veterans, right, and do the right thing and help them with their futures, right. And as far as the city goes, you know, I bring kind of a younger generation, right. I'm the Global War on Terrorism. I served Afghanistan and Bosnia, so bring a younger side to like looking at different things. Try to bring a fresh thought process.
That's amazing. And you brought someone
I did. I
with
brought
you
Dina
tonight?
Vogel, my girlfriend, with me. So
Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Prince?
No questions. Thank you so much for your service and for your very detailed application and then apparently resume.
I like to be
We're
prepared.
usually pretty, you know, we usually say yes to these things, but thank you for being so thorough, very qualified, and thanks again for your service.
Appreciate that.
Wow. Indiana. Michigander.
Oh, okay.
Us Midwesterners, right? I mean, well, we migrate north. You're New York, though. That doesn't count.
Buffalo.
Thank you so much for joining
so
us here
much for having
tonight,
me.
and we would really love to have you join the board. I would love to have you join the board and continue to be a part of all things Oldsmar, including the VFW and all of the mess that Mr. McKinley back there can get you involved in. Because honestly, as you've probably already heard from Miss Allison, we love our veterans in this community, and I hope you feel that already.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I do.
the chair will entertain a motion to approve the appointment of Mr. Prince as a regular member to the Veterans Advisory Board.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor.
And thank you.
Council.
Congratulations.
Turning pages, turning pages. As we move right along here. City Attorney, anything on the agenda this
Nothing
evening?
tonight, thank you, no.
Excellent, excellent report. And City Manager, item number 8.
Item number 8 is to consider approval of the renewal for medical and dental benefits with Cigna Health, vision benefits with EyeMed, employee assistance program with Cigna Behavioral Health, life insurance, AD&D, and long-term disability with the standard for fiscal year 25-26. In June 2025, the city's benefits consultant, the Garing Group, presented the city with the employee insurance benefits renewal. In addition to general medical inflation, the renewal is reflecting that the city has experienced unfavorable claims and high monthly loss ratios in the past year in both medical and dental insurance. For FY 25-26, Cigna Insurance has proposed an 11% renewal rate to maintain the current medical insurance benefits for 1 year. Dental insurance through Cigna will renew at a 9% increase. Vision insurance will remain with EyeMed at a 0% renewal with a guarantee through September 30th, 2026. The Employee Assistance Program insurance, AD&D coverage, long-term disability, and voluntary supplemental life insurance will remain with the standard at a 0% renewal, also with a rate guarantee through September 30th, 2026. In addition to the proposed plan outlined in the attached executive summary, staff recommends that the city absorb the increase in the employees' dependent coverage contributions. This would keep the dependent contribution amounts to the same as in fiscal year 24-25. Additionally, in 25-26, the city will change the payroll insurance deduction frequency to twice per month. As a result, insurance deductions will be taken from 24 paychecks per year instead of 26. Employees will still receive 26 paychecks annually, but 2 of those paychecks will not have any insurance deductions. The 8.3% increase in the per paycheck insurance contribution reflects a change in the deduction frequency. Alongside health insurance benefits, the city has planned to continue providing a city-funded $1,000 HRA contribution to the employees enrolled in the medical plan, which will assist with out-of-pocket medical expenses such as co-pays and deductions. Staff recommends approval. Sean from the Garing Group is here in case you should have any questions.
Hello over there, and thank you for coming. Does anyone have any questions?
I'm curious which part of the year do the 2 checks that don't get the deductions fall? Is it December or is it at the end of the?
I do not know.
Just curious.
It's usually twice a year where
Michelle?
you get paid 3 times a month, right?
Michelle,
Okay,
do
the
you
extra
have,
paycheck months.
Michelle, Roy?
Hello.
Hi, Michelle, how are you?
Resources Director. So we have 2 checks out of the year that is the 3rd check of the month. And so there's one in May and one in October of the next fiscal year, October and then May.
Okay,
Correct? Right?
thanks.
Okay, yeah.
I know that's a weird
It's
question,
a nice
but I was
one when you
curious.
have family coverage or some sort of deductions coming out, and then that 3rd check is a nice
Little
one.
bump,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Seeing no other questions, the chair will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 9.
All right, item number 9 is consider approving contract of the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office in the amount of $2,425,140 for 25-26 law enforcement services. Each year, the City Council approves an annual contract with Pinellas County Sheriff's Office to provide city with police protection, traffic enforcement, community policing services, and school crossing guards. The contract represents an increase of 7.4% over the prior year due to the rising cost of law enforcement services. Staff recommends approval.
Okay, the chair will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on this item?
Nope.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Item number 10.
Item number 10 is consider the approval of a memorandum of understanding with the Oldsmar Little League for the construction and partial cost reimbursement of batting cages at the Oldsmar Sports Complex. To enhance the recreational experience and training opportunities for youth softball players, Oldsmar Little League approached the city about the construction of a batting cage adjacent to field number 7. To fund the project, the Oldsmar Little League applied for and received a matching grant from Clearwater for Youth requiring participation from the league, the city, and Clearwater for Youth, with each group matching a minimum of 1/3 of the grant funding. The award from Clearwater for Youth to Oldsmar Little League in the amount of $13,000 for the construction costs, and the league has conducted fundraising activities for an additional $13,000 to match. We've already actually received a check for $13,000 from the Oldsmar Little League. To complete the funding commitment for the project, the city approved a budget revision at the June 2nd meeting, approving funding for the construction of the batting cages. Construction costs over the $39,000 commitment total from the 3 organizations will be funded by the city. The MOU will result in a donation from Oldsmar Little League to the city in the amount of $26,000 to assist with funding the project. The MOU has been reviewed by the city attorney. Staff recommends approval.
And there are 2 small changes to the agreement I just want to bring to your attention. In paragraph number 3, the term, it's going to end on December 31st, 2026, and not 2025.
Okay.
The notices in the agreement are going to be sent to the new board president of the Little League, who is Damian Condrotus, I think is how you pronounce his name, and he will also be the person that will be signing the agreement. So those are the only changes.
Thank you, and thank you, Tom. The chair will entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on this item?
No.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Agenda item number 11. I will go ahead and take this one. This is a discussion of opportunities for youth. At the July 15, 2025 council meeting, the council considered and adopted resolution 2025-16, establishing a future leaders program in place of teen board member positions on advisory boards. During that meeting, the council also received public comments from Operation Jack's Village regarding youth engagement. Based on that discussion, this item was added to the tentative agenda for this meeting. So I'll go ahead and start. I was actually hoping to get an update from our city clerk on this amazing little poster here, which I also saw on Facebook.
Yes, Mayor. Thank you. So yes, our public communications team did a wonderful job coming up with the advertising. And so we started advertising the program on social media and the website late last week. And since then, we have had 3 teens sign up. And so we are in communication with them to get them going in the program. So we are very excited for that. And we are continuing to advertise. And so we hope to have some more teens soon.
And then I think I heard Citizens Academy also has some interest?
So we took council's direction and we started advertising the Citizens Academy open to 14 years old as long as they had transportation. And we have had 2 teens register for that Citizens Academy. So we have been engaging some teens and we are very excited.
Very cool. So within a matter of weeks, we have 5 teens that are already interested in some capacity, not including teen programming that we already have, like at the library, for example, or at the community, at the rec center. So here was my thought on this. I think this is an opportunity for our city, commensurate with our council priority of expanding community engagement, which I think the word community refers to everyone in the community. I think we have an opportunity here to learn from these young participants, whether they're the ones in Citizens Academy or the ones interested in the youth leadership. I'm really excited about the Future Leaders Program. I'm so glad that we have some near instantaneous feedback. Plus, we've got the Saturday market going. Mr. McKinley has left, but I know we have one of our youth entrepreneurs right back there. So here's what I'm thinking. I am hoping that we can keep track of this a little bit more closely, maybe find out from these students in a way that's not so, tell us what you think, you know, in a way that we can get some real genuine feedback from those who are participating in the Future Leaders program, and see if there is something that we can create that is appropriate for young people. I'm not going to put an age on it, and for the city to together engaging, because I saw this, and when I saw people interacting with the Facebook post already, I was like, it was like a breath of fresh air, you know. And I know those aren't actual Oldsmar people on the flyer, but I felt like that was pretty great progress to instantaneously receive some feedback when, you know, there had been some discussion that, you know, perhaps we'd get none. So I'm interested to know what those kids think. So I'm not necessarily looking for any particular motion. If there's any further discussion on this item, that's great. If there's not, that's okay. But that was what I wanted to say, and that's what I wanted to see. I think we have an opportunity here over the next, you know, however many months that those students are involved, to get some feedback from them and to find out if there is a missing piece here. Right?
I think,
anything else?
I would say, I like the idea of getting the feedback, and you know, there may be a way, I think kids are rather motivated by incentives or, you know, dangling the carrot out there. So
sure,
you could almost consider in the future, like, okay, if they've been engaged and they enjoyed it, is there some way to incentivize a little bit of participation? You know, a piece of paper is one thing that in the hours that may help them for getting scholarships, but if there's something else small, kind of token, like what we do with the adult volunteers, come up with something there that might help kind of boost the interest as well.
Oh, and before I forget, one other shout out to Parks and Rec, I believe, is offering Bright Futures hours as well to young people who come to do the Ari Olds Park cleanup. So like little things like that where we can direct the engagement
Stitching it all
to,
together.
right? You know, that's what I'm going for here. So thank you. If there's nothing else, then we can move on to the next agenda item. Oh.
Can I take some of those flyers?
I am certain the city clerk would approve you taking some. They're located on the back table there, I think in the hallway as well.
Okay, my son's the Future Business Leaders coach at Carwise Middle, and for those that might not have seen it.
And this is how the magic happens.
Right.
Peggy Allison is in the back. She can't be heard on the microphone, but for those of you watching at home, the millions on YouTube, Peggy Allison just shared that her son is the coach at Carwise Middle School and the Future Business Leaders group at the middle school at Carwise, which is our zone middle school. And she was asking to take some of the flyers there. So that would be wonderful. Thank you, Peggy. Love this. This is how the magic happens. Okay, moving on. Agenda item number 12, council comments. This way, Councilmember Tadaszewski.
It's been a fun last couple weeks. I got to play in the foam at the foam party, so shout out to Parks and Rec for that great event. Hit up the Saturday market and then walked down and got to play in the foam a little bit with you, Madam Mayor, and Amber Stevens, so that was fun. I thought that the event was great, had good attendance, and was like just the right length before it got too hot in the middle of the day, and you were like, okay, I'm kind of foamed out. So I thought it was perfect. Shout out to the Saturday market. I've been going weekly at this point. And you mentioned, Mayor, are some of our young entrepreneurs, and I got my fabulous pink cup from one of our child entrepreneurs. They had cups you could pick from, different colors, and then stickers you could pick out.
They
So
let me
that's
pick
my-
from their teacher, the school ones, the teacher ones. I
Yep.
bought just stickers. They said I could buy just stickers too.
Oh, you got just, okay.
I got just the stickers.
Well, this is my motivation to stay hydrated.
There you
which
go.
I need, yep. So, you know, shout out to that. I've been getting flowers weekly to put on my desk and make me happy at work. And so there's a lot of, and I've been chatting up the vendors too. Some of them I don't realize actually live in Oldsmar. And so that's been really cool, kind of getting to know some of the talents that are right here. There's a micro bakery. There's a guy who's using his own art that he is putting on like car coasters and stuff like that, but it's all his original art. So I bought some of those last week. So yeah, just excited to see it growing a little bit. We have a couple more vendors than we did before. And so thank you to the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce for starting that and keeping strong during the summer when it's hot. That's it.
Indeed. Thank you. Councilmember Swager?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple items. I want to wish a happy birthday to my brother-in-law, Wayne. Today is his birthday. And I second Councilmember Tadaszewski's comments regarding the Saturday market. I stopped by. My wife loves the microgreens.
Oh,
so,
really? You get them
yeah.
too? Yeah.
And had the girls with me the one morning, so I had to say, all right, I'll get you a toy if you come outside with me real quick. Ended up hanging out for probably a good hour. And I got duped and bought some, you know, bracelets and all the,
Of course.
all the fun things. But
From the children entrepreneurs?
yes,
You got
yeah.
I think you knew exactly what was happening.
They
And
were
you did the
sure.
right
the
thing.
same ones that did the cups. They were really good at their job, and it was K&K Designs. I found out that's the name of their store.
But definitely grown over the months, and you know, McKinley's not here to hear this, but I just want to give him and Mark Howe a shout out because they've really taken something in the heat of the summer and grown it drastically. So I'm excited to see that. Citizens Academy is coming up. Looking forward to attending at least one of those. And that's where I kind of got introduced to city government and really introduced to most of the staff sitting here tonight. And as we learned earlier, and we learned pretty much every council meeting, just award-winning, right? And that was my introduction at Citizens Academy to the staff and division leaders. How much passion each of you have, and it shows. Obviously, when you're winning awards, it's not just a heavy plaque, right? It's it means a lot. So I'm very proud to be a part of this city. So, and thank you all.
You weren't introduced to anybody else during your citizens?
And then, so that's when I met Vice Mayor Graber and Councilmember Knapp.
They're good people, too.
So, yeah, that was a highlight.
Best class ever.
Thank you, Mayor.
Councilmember Knapp?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a few things. I think since our last meeting, I've probably spent more time outside of the city limits than inside the city limits. We got to go see one of my wife's childhood friends get married over in Germany. We've spent time in Central and Northern Europe in the past 2 weeks ago or so, and then seeing one of my buddies off that's moving to Barcelona. So I said, I'll put you in touch with former council member McGee.
I know somebody.
Once he gets over there. But it was, some good time to get away. I think it's kind of the closing period of, for all of us, kind of the summer of unpredictability and chaos. So I know we're all probably looking forward to a little bit of structure and stability come next week for school starting. We'll have both of ours in school now, so that's a big win for the Knapp household. One drop off instead of two.
Yes.
So very much looking forward to that. Then one other thing, I know we all just kind of right before the meeting got a little bit of an email update from the city manager regarding the Elevate Florida program. I just wanted to elaborate a little bit because they're sending out notices now soon of people that will and won't be selected for funding with that program. But one of the other kind of cool things, this is a shout out to my dad, is as many of you may know, he moves and lifts houses. That is his business. And there was larger firms that were like bidding for the main point of contact of contractors. I don't know how many of them got selected, but I do know one that did get selected because I don't know if there's one or more, but they will be working with my dad and one other business as kind of their subcontractors or the experts in the field for doing the lifting. So, he may be bouncing around all over the state in the coming months as these projects get rolling. But
Well, to the
there's only a
extent-
handful of
yeah.
businesses that really kind of specialize it in the state, so,
And how
yeah.
blessed would somebody in Oldsmar be to work with somebody who they can
Yeah.
trust, you know?
So,
somebody who
so
has a
that's
life
kind of a
That's
proud
great.
moment to say, granted, I don't know again how many total contractors that the state has identified for this program, but it's good to see, and I'm sure for those that have applied and hopefully are getting the good news of getting funding, to see that some activity is probably not too far off into the future. And then just in closing, I'd like to wish my brother a happy early birthday. His birthday is tomorrow, and his wife's birthday is on Friday. So we're in for a fun birthday weekend with my brother and sister-in-law. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Vice Mayor?
Thank you. And the Graber household's also very excited about Monday.
Yeah, long summer there, Vice Mayor?
That's, that's, I'm in the longest week because my wife went back to school this week.
Yeah.
So I've been working and both of my children have been home. And that's been fine. I love them dearly. However, I will not be crying at drop-off on Monday. But I agreed that because we haven't been able to go on vacation this summer because we're getting a lot of work done at my house, as all of you know. So Kelly and I agreed to take them to Lido Beach this weekend. So we're just going Friday and Saturday night, and then when they get home Sunday, because they're getting pretty sick of me announcing how many days it is until school starts, which I do, and I mean it sincere. Every morning, I say, 6 more days, and they know exactly what that means, and they run and hide. But we say it every year, Mayor Gannon, school's back. Everybody be on alert.
Yes.
And when you go flying through the speed zone, across from Forest Lakes, you not only will you have to deal with the police, hopefully, you'll also have to deal with a very angry father. Slow down. There's lots of kids there. Everybody pay attention.
Ready for a slow-moving car line.
Right, just
It's
like-
gonna be slow the first
Everyone's
couple of
gonna
weeks.
Get you through there. But
Let it go.
Citizens Academy, I had an absolutely tremendous experience in Citizens Academy. Councilmember Swager and I were classmates, along with several members of the staff. We always joked that it was the best class ever, because it was. But I know some friends of mine have already signed up. They're very excited about it. My wife actually asked me if she could sign up again. And I didn't think they'd turn her away, but she just had so much fun doing it the first time she wanted to do it again. Now, I do have one thing. So as most of you know, I'm from Buffalo, but that's also by way of Jacksonville. And so
True.
Jacksonville, we all know the TPC, Sawgrass, Island Green, the 5th Major. So I am very proud of my high school friend, Mark Hassan, who has been named the chairman of TPC for 2026. Wow. So he posted something on Facebook, and I asked him if it was okay if I read it, but in the spirit of what we discussed tonight with the veterans and with what Peggy Allison was discussing about the veterans, appointing a new member of the Veterans Advisory Board, I wanted to make sure that I shone light on Mark and what his team are doing at the TPC. So he wrote, quote, "As chairman of the Players Championship 2026, I'm proud to announce that we recently took an important step by building a pipeline for sailors from the USS Ramage and local bases, including NAS Jacksonville, Naval Station Mayport, and Kings Bay, to volunteer with the players and the PGA Tour. It was a privilege to join vision-driven leaders at PGA Tour Global to discuss new opportunities for military engagement and community service. Through this initiative, sailors and service members will gain not only unforgettable experiences as part of our tournament team, but also the chance to work toward the Navy's Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal, a distinction that celebrates leadership, selflessness, and the true spirit of giving back. We look forward to welcoming many more service members into the Players Volunteer family, strengthening bonds between our event and those who defend our freedom." Now, it is not local Oldsmar, but I thought it was important to show recognition of what other entities and what other cities and what other groups are doing. So not only congratulations to Mark on being named the chair, but also congratulations on his team for implementing this initiative to honor our service members. And that's all I had, Mayor. Thank you.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Thank you. I have a couple quick things. Definite big thanks to everybody who participated in the Saturday market. And if you happen to bring something for the back to school swap and shop, the Christmas in July, I brought a whole bunch of clothes and they were gone within minutes, which was perfect.
Yeah.
I actually didn't find that much to pick up for my kids because they're growing and there were a lot more clothes for younger people. And then anything left over went to Oldsmar Cares, which was fantastic. And of course, there were our Citizens of the Year, you know, Christine Duncan's there, Nicole Wilger's there, her daughters are there with their business, K&K Designs. And it was great to, you know, see everybody working together. Jason Nastasi and Express Oil did a little minute, like a car show. And we had a bunch of new vendors come because of the special event, and now they're going to stay. So I just really wanted to compliment them on continuing to grow that and creating a kind of collaborative event where we were also gathering school supplies, giving back school supplies, and supporting our local vendors. And then we jetted down for popsicles in the park, which Councilmember Tadezewski mentioned, which was a great time. Perfect in size. Man, those popsicles melted fast. But it was really the perfect kind of summer fun, you know, the popsicle, you know, every kid has got an arm with the blue from the rocket pop, you know, it's just where the blue is just running down their arm, it's just melting, and, you know, they're covered in bubbles and their parents are just sitting there sweating and you're just like, yeah. And I actually had a local, I'm not sure, influencer, yes, an influencer. Come up to me and let me know that she had been following me on Facebook, and that was how she learned about the event, and she intended to follow all of us more because she loved that the city of Oldsmar has lots of free family-friendly events. And so now we Instagrammed each other. I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, we Instagrammed each other. And so she wants to continue featuring and sharing our events. So many thanks to our Parks and Rec staff. And also, you know, they're brilliant on their own. By the way, I heard that we actually purchased the foam shooter things now because it was more cost efficient to just purchase the things than to rent them, which I think they're a blast. Agree maybe about that thing, do it in the fall, right, Holly? It was a little too hot, but you know, I think it's so cool that not only is our staff in itself award winning, but also they're willing to take outside ideas from moms, you know, from people in the community and give it a shot. You know, see if it works. See if popsicles in the park works. You know, and I love that. We're not afraid to try, we're not afraid to fail, and that creates incredible successes, and I'm just so proud. Speaking of failures, TDC sponsored 727 Day. 727 Day is, of course, July 27th, and they celebrated 727 Day. Lots of local businesses had deals. You can get like you know, free coffee at Kawa, there was a bunch of, you know, individual small deals, but the big thing was a celebration of the 5-year anniversary at the pier. So that was really exciting because they were going to have a huge tech show, 1,000 drones putting on a massive display in the sky commemorating the history of St. Petersburg. Do you know what happens when it rains on 1,000 drones? I'll tell you what happens. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Nothing happens. The show is postponed to October. But I heard that there were a lot of angry people who had come a long way and waited all the way from 4 o'clock until 9 o'clock when the drone show was supposed to happen, and then it was postponed, and then postponed, and then, yeah, the drones aren't going up. So anyway, you know, sometimes failure happens, but it will be rescheduled. At the PSTA meeting, not surprisingly, budget cuts happening. We had a suggestion made by County Commissioner Brian Scott to use AI in responding to both customer and other types of phone calls made to PSTA, which eliminated staff positions necessarily, but also created about a $500,000 savings and prompted the award-winning 2023 CFO of the Year, actually, to recommend a rolled back millage rate, which we didn't necessarily have to adopt at that PSTA meeting. We could have adopted the same millage rate just for the trim notice and then waited to adopt a lower rate at this coming month's meeting. But there was aggressive movement from the county commissioners and from most of the board to immediately send the trim notice with the rolled back rate. So not surprising. I think that is going to be a countywide trend for all of the different municipalities. I don't think we're rolling anything back, but we'll see. No, we sent out ours. Our operational budget meeting, as we mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, is next week here at 6 o'clock. I know everybody's going to come. And I believe that's all I have. I feel like I'm skipping something. That's right. It was the city manager's birthday. Just wanted to wish our city manager a very happy birthday, and she's going to kill me later for that because she just loves recognition. And again, thank you to our finance staff, everybody for coming tonight. It's always great to see you guys, and congratulate you on this award-winning city. Oh, one other thing. I heard that from a little bird that Oldsmar will be featured in the next Quality Cities magazine coming out from the Florida League of Cities. So grab the next edition. Again, award-winning city getting highlighted in the magazine. You have to read it to find out. So, on to the next agenda item, number 13, consider approval of the tentative agenda for the August 19, 2025 council meeting with the addition of the
Item number 3.
3, I believe it was,
Proclamation.
the VoLo Proclamation. Does anybody wish to add anything? Okay, Chair will entertain a motion to approve the tentative agenda as amended.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
A
Second.
motion and a second. This does not require a vote. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for catching the
Oh, you're welcome.
This is confidential agenda.